Welcome back to Straight Talk with Billy Kay. I'm Billy Kaiserling, the mayor of the happiest city by the sea. Today we're talking about some of the hidden assets of Beaufort. In the first segment we talked with Dick Geyer of the Friends of Hunting Island, the beach that many don't know about and many could use. And now I have with me Mark Sen, who is the Senior Director of LifeFit Wellness Services at Beaufort Memorial Hospital. LifeFit is not new, wellness services are not new, but having finished the new 80,000 square foot building, LifeFit is taking on a much expanded life. They have more space. That's a pun, expanded life. Even the building has wellness, huh? And a campaign to be more visible. So it's here, it's a service to anyone in the community, and so I thought I'd have Mark come and tell us about the program, the different services, and particularly the facility.
I appreciate that, Billy. Thank you for having me. LifeFit is actually started in 2004, and when you go over to the new center now today, you'll see what is in all actuality a very fantastic and amazing facility. We actually have about 17,000 square feet on the first floor of what's called the BMAC building. It stands for Beaufort Medical and Administrative Center. But the LifeFit has moved from about 10,000 square feet where it was previously to the 17,000 square feet, and that's about a 70% increase in space for us. And when you walk into the facility as it is now, it was very nice where it was, but when you walk into it now, it's fabulous. It's fantastic, and we have. You can go to the online site where you'll be able to see pictures. We'd prefer for you to go there and see it in person, of course. But we have everything from treadmills and TVs, bikes, aerobic rooms, spinning equipment, and it looks like a fantastic gymnasium. And a lot of it is exactly that. It is a fantastic place to work out. But the Wellness Center is much more than that. It's a place to, when you walk in, you do see a very upscale and upbeat workout facility. But in reality, there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes that makes it a very unique place. And what goes on behind the scenes is the fact that the Wellness Center is dedicated to making everybody healthier. And the way that we do that is when you come into the Wellness Center, we evaluate everybody's risk for chronic disease. And everybody has it, no matter who we are, no matter who you are, whether you're male or female. We're all aging. We all have risks depending on our gender and our race and ethnicity, and we can't get away from that. And I've often said risk for chronic disease, the risk factors for chronic disease are a little bit like a fire. You can have a fire that needs two components. One is a combustible material, the other is oxygen. You can't do anything about the combustible material, but if you take away the oxygen, the fire is either going to smolder or go out completely. And that's the way we manage.
I'm going to correct you one sec, though. You say making people healthier.
Yes.
People got to decide they want to be healthy.
Well,
you've got the tools and the knowledge to help them. Unless they walk in that door, they're not going to get the help. And I think that's one of the problems. I think I'm told, correct me if I'm wrong, that one of the single biggest problem with diabetics is denial.
It is, and again, we have a diabetes care center that's part of the LifeFit Wellness Services that operates out of our new facility, and it is one of the biggest problems are folks, and with any chronic disease, people don't want to admit and they deny that they have an issue or a problem, and a lot of that has to do with the fact that making that admission brings about the realization that we have to make a change.
Right.
And folks don't want to make change. We're not creatures that accommodate change very well. So the way our programs are structured, though, we try to make that change as easy and accommodating as possible. And we teach people a little bit about the basis of their disease, and we try to make the risk factors modification as stepwise and as easy and as accommodating as possible. We have a very good, not only our diabetes management crew, but also in our cardiac and pulmonary rehab program. We have a very skilled team of folks who know exactly what the risk factors are and have many years of experience of working with people and know exactly how to lay out the information and teach people what their specific risk factors are and how to stepwise in progression teach people how to change their lifestyle.
So
and eating
it's the
habits.
broad spectrum of
Very broad.
working with people who are sick,
Mhm.
getting them back, and of course we'd like to have the emphasis on the prevention side because that saves lives, it saves time, it saves money, saves room in the hospital for those who are most needy. Let's talk a little bit. If I'm interested and I want to learn about it, how do I learn about LifeFit or the wellness programs, I guess, at the hospital?
Well, you can contact either Kim Yon or myself by calling 843-522-5635. That'll take you to the front desk of LifeFit and simply ask for either myself, Mark Sinn, or Kim Yon, who's our Wellness Center manager, and we'll be glad to get you started in the program. The way that everybody gets started is by filling out a simple assessment of your medical history, and then we take it from there. We have you come in and we do a individual assessment and write a plan for you, and you're assigned to a wellness coach who is accountable for making sure that.
So you work with a coach? Is that like a personal trainer?
In a lot of ways it is. You won't have individual instruction every day that you come in, but you will have some intense individual instructions for the first 1 or 2 days that you come in.
So you learn how to use the equipment safely.
And learn how to use the equipment, and learn, more importantly, learn about what the things that you need to be focused on are. You have expert instruction that says, Mark or Billy, here are the things that are putting you at risk. Here's what you can do about it. Here's what I'd suggest you focus on first. And then they lay out a plan. They show you the equipment. And then you're allowed to go on your way. And if you need additional assistance, there's always somebody there to help you.
Right. Are there classes?
There are classes. As a matter of fact,
You got some Zumba classes for me?
We do have Zumba classes.
Uh-oh. I'm not sure I can make the Zumba, but we'll see.
Well, we'll see. We try to accommodate, every class is a class that can be modified to just about any skill level. And I tried the Zumba class once.
Did you?
Yes.
And?
I'm not the
I heard once. Is that the operative word?
Well, yes, that's the operative word.
I don't think with my artificial ankle I'm a candidate
We'll
for
see.
Zumba, but there's certain equipment, we can be matched for the equipment.
Yes, you can.
I go to the Y, and there's certain things I can and can't do. I need the personal trainer because I just don't have the discipline to go from one station to another. It's very easy to go get on the stationary bike, but then when it gets into the weights and knowing how much to do and when I've had enough or when I need more or what I should work, or rotating.
Right. But we have 13 individual classes, group exercise classes, and they rotate. Our classes that are popular stay on the schedule, and the classes that aren't as popular, they eventually find their way off, and the staff is very creative in coming up with new classes.
And fees?
And fees. Our fees are various. Our highest fee is $55 a month for the folks from the community. There's a great deal that you get for that, including that includes everything from an evaluation fee. We used to actually charge for the evaluation, and then we decided, it's incumbent on us to make sure that you have an experience at LifeFit that's going to bring you back, and so we did away with that assessment fee or evaluation fee, as we called it. And now it's our responsibility to keep people in the program long term to make it feasible for us from a financial standpoint to continue to do those assessments. Not only do you have an assessment when you first come into the program, but you'll have an assessment in order to stay in the program. You have to have an assessment at least once a year to stay in the program. And that's how we keep track of how people are progressing.
Well, I know a lot of people who go there, and it's a little bit social too. Some people schedule to be there with their friends,
yes,
or I guess some schedule to watch their special television show on the TV, on the treadmill, or on the stationary bicycle.
They do, and there are some social folks that come there, and there's some social time, and there's some social gathering that takes place, and there's certainly a place for that. And that's good.
If he gets them there, and they do their work, why not?
And there's
better than hanging out a box of donuts, huh?
Exactly.
Okay. One of Buford's hidden treasures. Life Fit services at Beaufort Memorial Hospital, just expanded from 10 to 17,000 square feet across the street from the main hospital building in the Medical Administration Center. This is Billy Keisling. Thank you for joining us on Straight Talk with Billy K. Thank you.
Thank you.